Hi guys, Cindy Byer here with Tyler Green for our sack attack glute workout. So you're going to grab like any kind of sack full of something. Like I've got apples, I got a sack of mandarin oranges, Tyler has a sack of potatoes. Mine are 3 pounds each here. His is, did you eat any of your potatoes yet?
No, 5 pounds.
So he has a 5-pound sack of potatoes. Other things that work for this is anything that just has a little bit of weight in it, and ideally something that doesn't just easily open and things fall out. You could even use a sack of flour if you wanted, but I don't know that it's going to be enough weight. So you want something that's going to be about 3 pounds, maybe to 5, 8 pounds, maybe a little bit too high, but let's go ahead and start. You're going to join me down on the floor, grab your sack, and we're going to work your glutes, all right? So you're going to lay down on your floor, grabbing the sack, and you're going to position the sack in your hands. You're going to start holding it right over your head here. Your feet are going to be on the floor, about hip distance apart, not super wide. And we're going to start with bridging. And what the bridging is hip extension, and that engages into the glutes. Sometimes we go into the hamstrings too much. But bring the sack down so you can bring it down onto your hips. And then when you bridge, you're going to lift the arms up at the same time as lifting your hips. Good. Then you're going to lower back down the arms and the glutes or the hips as well. Lift the arms and the glutes, and then lower down. So we're moving the spine as one solid lift as opposed to rolling. There's times in which we do roll, but in today's sack attack glute work, we're actually just going to this lift and lower. Good. Try about 3 more. 3, just lifting the arms right up overhead, and then down, and then 2 more as you lift, and lower, and last 1 lift, and lower. Now, the change that we're going to do is with the arms. The arms are going to reach back over the head as we lift the hips and lower down. What this does is this causes an increase of challenge into the obliques, making sure that the rib cage is pulling down to the pelvis for you. The obliques get challenged as the arms go overhead. Are you doing okay with your sack back there? You having a hard time holding it?
No. I gotta figure out this.
He has to figure out where to put his sack. Go ahead and lift over the head and then back down. You never knew you could have so much fun working out at home with different things that you might have around the house. Very nice. Go ahead and rest there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take one leg and we're going to reach that leg straight to the ceiling here. The arms are going to reach up with that leg and hold. Then you're going to just lift your hips up and lower down. You may feel that you go wobbly when you do this. It's very normal for that to happen. But what we're wanting is to try to see if you can challenge yourself to try to stay neutral so your spine or your pelvis doesn't wobble from side to side. And one more here. Lifting up and lowering down. Let the hands rest as well. How'd you do on that, Ty?
Good, a little wobbly.
A little wobbly. All right, grab your sack a little harder. Leg goes up, hands hold here, hold the sack above the head, and then you're gonna lift up from here. You may notice, like I notice as soon as my right leg is going down, I'm falling more to the left. So some of you might be like me where you find one side is stronger than the other. That's common. But it's a great way for you to identify where you're stronger and where you're weaker so you know where to keep working and try to balance that strength out. Okay, we're going to add into that. This time, as we lift our hips, the arms will move back like we did in that first move, right? So the legs are here, sack comes up. So as we lift the hips, the arms go further back. Again, to challenge those obliques a little bit more, and it increases the challenge on the glutes. Lift up. And then lower, do 2 more here, lift up, and then lower, 1 more lift, and lower, come back down. What's interesting about these bridges is we're not only challenging into the glutes, we're challenging into the rotation, the muscles that help to stabilize the spine, to prevent yourself from tipping to one side or another. That's why you start to feel that wobbliness. Other leg comes up, hands come here. Lift up straight as the arms go backwards, and come back down. And lift. Now, if you feel your hamstring grabbing, which tends to happen with a lot of people, what it means is your glutes decided that they didn't want to do the work all by themselves. They want the hamstrings to work a little bit harder, so they overpower the glutes for you. So you want to really think of the inner thigh, go ahead and rest, is pushing that one leg towards the other leg, even though the other leg is not down. Just a little bit of hint on that. All right, we're going to add into that move. We're going to take your sats, arms lift, leg lifts. Now from here, before we do anything, just go ahead and lower that leg down straight and then lift it up. Now when it lowers, bring the arms back and then bring the arms and legs together, right? So this is the move that we're going to do. Feel free to stay on the floor doing this, but we're going to add into it. What we're going to do is we're going to do that hip lift. So go ahead and lift your hips up here. Now leg goes down, arms go back, and then lift it back up. Let's just do 3 on this side. 2 more. My hips are lifted, hovering off the ground. 1 more here. Very nice. And then lower down. Let the arms rest. How did you do on that one?
Good.
Yeah, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Go ahead and lift the other leg up here. Arms lift. Let's start like we did before where the leg lowers and the arms move back. My hips stay down first just to get the coordination of the move. Sometimes you can go right into it, but I find I'm more successful if I connect to the move in an easier fashion before I increase the intensity. So hold the leg up. Now we're going to lift your hips up, and then the leg goes down as the arms reach back. Now I'm not lowering my leg very far. I'm only lowering it to the same height as my other leg. 1 more here. We're going to repeat that sequence on the other side. Lift the leg, lift the arms, lift the hips. Leg and arms reach opposite directions 3 times. 2 and 1. Who knew that you can work your glutes so hard when you grab a sack of potatoes or sack of apples, lift the hips up and reach back 3 on that other leg. 2. Very nice. 1 more here. Very good. And lower down and bring those arms down from here. You hanging in there, Ty?
Yeah.
This is not easy to do. I'm so glad that you guys are joining us in doing this. All right, now from here, you're going to keep your sats right down onto your pelvis. So just hang it there, wherever it is. Your hands will be down by your side. And now you're going to lift your hips up. Try not to let that sack start to roll down too far. It might move, right? But you don't want it falling off of you. Good. And then lower down. Lift the hips back up from here. What we're doing with this is we're really challenging to make sure that your pelvis holds its alignment throughout, which means both sides of your body are staying equally aligned. Sometimes in the gym, you may see someone doing this, where they put a weight onto their abdomen area as they're doing this. Perfectly fine. However, you don't need really heavy weight to get the benefit out of it. Be mindful as you're lifting. You want your legs to feel like they're pulling towards each other instead of falling outwards. Sometimes the glutes misunderstand the position they're going to be in, and they tend to open up as you lift because they want to pull your hips out. Do about 4 more. Lift and lower, and 3 and lower. You still have your sack on your abs?
Yep, doesn't fall.
Okay, good. And then down from here. We're going to add in the arm movement. So the arms are going to move backwards over the head. Again, this is going to create a little bit more challenge. I find that I have to lift a little slower in order to control where that sack of apples, my sack of apples, stays. Lift and then lower. Do 2 more. Lift up and then lower. Last one, lift and then lower from here. The reason that this type of bridging is so awesome for your glutes in particular is because we're challenging not just the glute strength by doing hip extension, by kicking the leg back, but we're really challenging the glutes as a pelvic stabilizer against the obliques. So you're challenging your core in addition to just the glutes. So we're grabbing the glutes, the adductors, or the inner thighs, right? Inner thighs, outer thighs, into the glutes, and into the abdominal area, as well as those muscles around the spine. So this whole section is being targeted. All right, now from here, you're going to just bring the arms straight to the ceiling. Lift your hips up, hold. Now from there, lift your heels, but keep your toes down. Good. Now from there, just lower the heels down, but stay lifted, then lift the heels up again. 4 more, and then down. 3, lower the heels, lift up. 2, lower the heels, lift up. 1, lower the heels. Now lift the heels up, and then lower the hips down. Keep the heels lifted and lift the hips. 4, keep the heels lifted but lower the hips, and then lift. 3, Lower the hips only, lift up for 2, lower down, lift up for 1, and lower down, lower the arms, and lower the heels. We're gonna lift the hips and the arms up, so you just lift the hips up again. Lift your heels. Hold that position, lower the heels 4 times. 4, and lift, 3, lift, 2, and 1. Hold here, keep the heels lifted, just lower the hips down 4 times and up. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on additional workouts that I'm posting on here. There's some additional content that will be posted shortly as well. And stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, go ahead and rest down here. In the next couple of weeks, I have an exciting announcement for everyone. All of you guys that are my fans, followers, and subscribers. Love you guys to death. And I'm so glad that you've been supporting us throughout this entire pandemic, and I've got some really cool things that are going to be rolling out in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned and make sure you hit the subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for sticking with us for our glute, our sack attack glute workout. I think Ty's a little bit tired. Sack attack glute workout from today, and we'll see you guys soon for the next in our sack attack. My hair is falling out. In our sack attack workout. Take care.